Hello Flosstube, welcome to my channel Adorable Hobby. My name is Astrid and this is a space I like to share my cross stitching work. If you are new here, I hope you can find something that you like, and if you are already a viewer, thank you so much for spending some time with me. I also want to extend my thank you to all the people who are subscribing to my channel. It's amazing. I have over 1,500 subscribers, so thank you so much. It's really good to know that people are liking the videos and that you are enjoying watching some of my projects that I showed up here. So thank you so much. If you would also like to, you can follow me also in my Instagram. I try to post some photos there. Not very frequently, but I'm trying my best. But yeah, so I usually try to record every 2 weeks. Usually it's on Sundays, but today is actually Saturday here in Japan. It's the last day of February, which I can't believe. Actually, I didn't feel February for anything. It went too fast. So, but today is that last day, huh? So I'm recording today because actually tomorrow is my son's birthday. My son is gonna be 18 and I have a daughter who's 21. So I just keep telling them tomorrow officially I'm going to be a mom of 2 adults. No more kids, no more little kids. So it's something I cannot believe that I'm gonna have 2 adult kids. So it's also kind of like sad to see them grow, but at the same time it's very excited. So yes, so tomorrow of course we're gonna spend some time with family and celebrating with my son. So I don't think I'm gonna have a time to record. That's what I decided to record today, Saturday. And yes, what do I have to show you today? Actually I'm gonna show you 3 of my finishes and a lot of whips, because I did participate in the Winter Olympic stitch from the Naptime Stitcher. So she put up some props to stitch every day. So it kept me a lot of like ongoing and stitching every day something, just little things. But yeah, that actually finished on February 22nd. So I think that is one of the reasons that I have a lot of whips. No new stitches today, but yes. And actually one of the finishes that I wanted to show you is this one. Look at that. This is the Big Harder Tiny Town by Heart in Hand. And I wanted to show it to you here because I noticed in my last video when I was showing my progress, unfortunately my camera is not recording very well, and it actually even changed sometimes the colors. So I just wanted to show you the pretty colors. I hope it can show better here, but look at those beautiful pinks. I really enjoy stitching with this palette, so I was really sad that it didn't record very well last 2 weeks. So this is one of my finishes, and maybe you are noticing that something is a little bit different, and I will explain a little bit why it looks different. So let me flip the camera and show you what I have been working on. Okay, so I will start by showing you the one that I just showed you right now, which is this one. This is Big Harder Tiny Town by Heart in Hand, and I hope this time it can look good on the camera. So yes, I finished it all, and one of the things that happened to me when I stitched this one was that I didn't have much gap left here, as you can see. And I supposed to stitch here 1 tree, which is actually this one over here. This tree was supposed to be here, but if I would stitch it here, I wouldn't have that much space for me to do the drum. So I did have a lot of more space on the left side. So I decided to transfer the tree from here and just move it next to this one. Because, anyway, when I FFO it as a drum, it's gonna be just one whole round piece, right? So it's not gonna really matter. So that is one of the changes about my design. So, but I think it's okay. This one, having those 2 trees there anyway, they were gonna be together once I turn it into a drum. And look at the back stitches for the windows. I really have fun with that Smyrna with the cherry tomato floss. I really like that color. Look at the arrows of the heart. I really have fun stitching or back stitching the arrows. I don't know why, but I really enjoyed it. So, oh, there you go. I think that's much better. Sorry, I think it was a little bit blurry. So yeah, and the flags, and this is my favorite part. Look at those two birds in love. I like them a lot. That was like a very cute little detail to that design. And of course you have the buttons. They are perfect for this one. They were very tiny, so I had to use a very thin needle to attach the hearts, the button hearts. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to FFO it right now because, as I said, you know, today's the last day of February. So my goal was just to finish, to at least stitch all of it. So for sure, I'm gonna take it out again next year and try to FFO it for my next Valentine. So yes. So here is my first finish. And my second finished is this one over here. Oh, and let me maybe zoom a little bit because it's quite, let's see. Okay, might be a little bit better. So this is Sweets for Santa by Hands On Design. And I'm stitching this on the flax 32 count, so that was easy. And I really like this one. This is part of her ornament Patreon clubs that she's offering. So they already released the second one, so I need to go get that one as well. So this one, I follow all the colors of the thread except for this golden one over here. So I decided just to change it with like a metallic floss. Actually, let me show it to you, which is this one over here. I decided to use this DMC 5. It's very thick actually as a metallic. It's a very thick one. And the number, I just put it here because I untied it already, which is number 5282. So I thought it was perfect because it's, as I said, it's a little bit thick. You know, it's thicker than the usual, or at least from the ones that I'm used to from Cosmo. So I thought it would be perfect because it has just some stitches around it. It doesn't have a lot. So I thought it would be nice to do it with this thick floss because it will pop out a little bit more than with a thinner floss. So, and you know, it's just like a little gleam, like a little shine around it, not that much. So yeah, and another thing is like for this design, they actually not request you or ask you to finish the face part. It's open, so it's supposed to be the same as the color as the fabric, but I really didn't like that much like the color of my fabric being the face of Santa, so I decided to put some color stitches here, so for the face. So that is one of the things that I just added, the face, and I just changed the color for this one to a metallic one. And one thing, to be honest, that I'm still thinking about is to change the back stitching of the eyes and the eyebrows and the nose. There's a little line over here for the nose that you can hardly see. I'm not sure if the gray one, it calls for the gray, but I really don't think so. So I might change it for this color of the back stitch so it can show maybe a little bit more. What do you think? I think so. I'm not really too happy with this part. It looks great on the design. It's just that for some reason when I'm stitching it, it doesn't turn out to be that good. So I might change the face. I might. Yeah. I'm not planning to FFO it yet because Kathy said that there's gonna be 5 designs with the same kind of, like, you know, look. So I want to see how the other 4 are going to be, and then from there I will decide how I will FFO those 5 ornaments. So this is my second finish. And my last finish is this one over here. Oh, let me zoom out now. I'm sorry. I'm moving the camera maybe too much. I hope you're okay. So this is the third one. It's Two Owls by Crocette Gogo. And I'm so happy that I finally finished it. um, yeah, I really wanted it to finish it right now in February too, because as I said, she's gonna release the spring one. She with Cotton and Twine. Cotton and Twine already released that Easter design, so I'm hoping that the next one will be the spring one. So look at the cutie of the owl. I really like their eyebrows and the eyelashes. And look at that acorn. I really like the border of this design. I really enjoyed it with the cardinals. I thought it's such a cute. I still believe it looks more like a Christmas more than a winter design. But anyway, I'm still very happy with this one. I'm planning to finish it same as the two foxes in like a little styrofoam box. So it's gonna be my exact same finish. I'm still thinking if I'm gonna finish it still now or maybe for next winter, because technically winter is until almost the end of March, right? So we still have a couple of more weeks. So I think up to here will be all of my finishes of these last 2 weeks. Okay, no new cross stitches this week, but I do have 4 whips to show you. So the first one is going to be Winter's Folk by Hands On Design. I'm stitching this on a Mocha Swagar 32 count, and I'm gonna put here the photo of the last time I showed it to you, but I'm not sure because I've been stitching this throughout the Olympic Winter Stitch games. So maybe the last time I showed it to you, it was around here. Maybe with the Smyrnas were there too. I'm sorry, but for sure I will say this part, right? This part for sure has been already stitched. And I really like this series a lot because of the specialty stitches. I really have fun learning and making this kind of stitches. Oh, I finally finished this too, like blue ones over here, which I've been missing it for a while. Every time I showed it, they were always missing. So finally done. So yes, I really like these pine cones as well. I really have fun stitching them. So I'm almost about to finish. I just have to finish this section over here. I'm hoping to finish this one also throughout this March, I hope, because I would like to start thinking how I would like to FFO it, because I already have the spring, summer, and autumn already stitched. So this will be my last one of the series. And then of course I would like to move on to the Christmas one. So yeah. So let's see. This is my first whip to show you. My second one, it's actually it's a new one to show in my Flosstube because I started it this last spring. This is Everything Grows by the designer of Tiny Modernist. You can get this one through the Cross Stitcher magazine, and they actually sell it online as well. So I started it this, as I said, last spring, and then I stopped stitching on it, and then is when I started at my Flosstube in summer. So even though it's a whip, it looks maybe new to you if you've been watching me for a while. And it's a very cute house. It's a greenhouse, so it has a lot of course, plants. So it's a 3D house. This is kind of like the side way of the house. And then this is gonna be the roof part. So this is one side of the house, and then of course I have to stitch on the other 3 to put them all together in a 3-dimensional house. This won't be my first time making a 3D house. I had made that, but I have to be honest, I made it like 20 years ago. It sounds a lot of time ago. So I'm really excited to try to stitch another house now. So one of the things also that's true to let you know, I'm changing a little bit the design on the bottom because the design has like some plant pots that goes here, but I'm changing it to these moss balls that you can see here. I can see 1, 2, and I have another one here. So I decided to switch that. The reason is because my family in the States, they have a plant business, and they really make like the what we call here in Japan kokedamas. Kokedama means moss ball, and they really make these plants. I'm gonna try to put a photo here of what my family does so you can have an idea of what it's a kokedama and why am I changing this into this moss balls. So it's a Japanese technique. So I really got inspired when I saw this greenhouse because, of course, my family has a greenhouse, and I thought, oh, this is just like perfect for them, and I can change the pots for like the moss balls. So I'm making my greenhouse with kokedamas. This is actually another one that it's supposed to have a pot, and I'm changing it. So when I'm stitching this, I'm always thinking of my family, so I really like to have that connection with it. So yes, this is maybe one that you will also start seeing now in my whips. And my third whip is this one over here. This is Spring in the City by Crocette Gogo. I cannot recall the name of this fabric because I cannot even remember where I bought it. But anyway, I started to stitch this last year, and I took it out for the Olympic Winter Stitch game because we have to stitch something that has a flower. So I thought, oh, this is perfect. But one of the things, I'm gonna leave here maybe the photo of what I stitched before. One of the things is like I decided to change the pink colors for here and the flowers. So maybe the photo shows a little bit stronger, but I decided to remove all those stitches and restitch it again. And then I move on to this part over here, and then I try to stitch this part over here as well. So this is one of the designs that really has me very excited. I wish I could stitch faster and I could spend more time stitching it because I would really love to finish. They have a lot of series of this CD from Crocette Gogo, so I'm in love with them. So I wish I could stitch more of them. So this is my third whip, and the last one that I'm gonna show you today that you might have been seeing too is this one over here. And maybe let me zoom out just a little bit so you can see it. This is Autumn Town by Autumn Lane Stitchery, and this one, as I mentioned it too, I want to finish this one by this autumn, which means I need to start spending more time with it. But anyway, from the last time you saw it, I think at least on my last Flosstube, it was some point up to here, maybe the trunk of the trees and the branches. So I finished this part over here. I stitched this yellow tree here, and I think I'm started to stitch on this house as well. So that has been my progress since last time you saw it. And as I said, I really like the yellow color of the tree colors, the colors of the trees. Oh gosh. So look at this yellow. This yellow is one floss, and it looks gorgeous. Same, of course, as this one that has a lot of colors combined, like autumn colors. So every time I have to stitch a tree, I have so much fun. So let's see. I really hope I can accomplish to finish this one because I still have a lot, but I really hope I can finish this by autumn. So up to here will be my 4 whips. Okay, plans and ideas. So I have been also looking, continue looking on designs that are gonna be released in the Nashville market next weekend. So actually a few days ago, I just uploaded a video showing a little bit about the designs that I'm interested in stitching. And I really appreciate the people who left their comments and also gave me some advices of other designers that were not in my video. Actually, one of them was Brenda Gervais. I didn't add her, even though I know she's a spectacular designer. I love her designs a lot. And one of the ones that got my attention from her is this one over here that I'm gonna put here, hopefully, which is the cherry on the top. So this is such a cute little bunny. It's actually a big bunny, but it's so cute at the same time. He's wearing his backpack and he's ready to enjoy spring. So I like it a lot, and especially the color of the sweater. I think that color is calling a lot my attention, that kind of aqua color. I'm actually adding them in some of my even Christmas designs that I'm stitching. So yeah, this is a lovely one. Sorry, my dog wanted some attention. So I think I was talking about Brenda and her sampler. Yes, she is also releasing this sampler with needle and thread, which I thought it was also really nice to have this sampler that you can feel very related to, because it has all this motif, like the pink cushion, and it has two little girls on the top of the house sharing their tomato pink cushion, which I thought it was adorable. So yes, this one also got my attention from her. And I actually also received a recommendation of a designer, which name is Counting Paddles. I have to be honest, I didn't know about this designer, so that was a new designer to me, and I really enjoy looking around her designs. I really like this one over here, which is Raven's Harvest Moon, and I thought this is a very cool design. It's just this little crow on top of the, it's not the little though, anyway, on top of the pumpkin with the moon on the back. I adore this design, so thank you so much for recommending it to me. I'm actually very attempt to actually buy this design. One of the things, and I'm gonna put here other photos, is like it has this little special stitches to add to the design, and I think that is what is really striving me to stitch this one. I really like that combination of specialty stitches with the cross stitch. It also has the pumpkin. Look at that beautiful pumpkin. It has a lot of colors, but I think that is what it makes it really beautiful. So this is, as I said, a design that really got my attention, whether it's for Halloween or autumn. I think you have 2 ways to see it. So yes, and this same designer is also releasing the one for spring, which is like hummingbirds, spring hummingbirds, mandala or something. I'll put it here. And look at those gorgeous hummingbirds, like hummingbirds. So I really like the palette of the colors, and again, it has all these kind of special stitches. I think they're very kind of like I won't say basic, but not too complicated stitches, at least from what I can see from the photos. So I think that is the thing that is calling me a lot. I do like to combine and make these textures. There's this beautiful flower that has a lot of like the daisy stitches. I think it adds like another kind of, again, texture to the design. So beautiful. I'm really in love with this designer. So thank you so much again. So yeah, I think that's the cool thing about being inside of this community, right? How we can just exchange ideas, suggestions, advices, and how much you can actually get to know other designers and stitchers. It's amazing. So again, thank you so much. And I also got another recommendation about this designer that name is the Blueberry Rigid Designs or Studios. Sorry, I'm getting confused there. But anyway, it will be here. Look at this beautiful one. It's fox and flowers. And this is such a beautiful fox with the flower shop there, or flower cart shop. But anyway, he looks adorable, he or she, anyway. The little fox, he has his little hat and apron, you know, ready to do some gardening, I don't know, planting. But anyway, I really like this one. Very cute. And it also has another one that it's for Easter. I know, but I'm recording. Can you give me a minute? I think he really wants my attention. It's been a while for him watching me record for a while. But anyway, this is the other one that it's the bunny delivery, Easter delivery or something like that. And again, it has this beautiful, he's holding this card, you know, ready to give you all these cute little Easter eggs. So beautiful. I really like this one as well. So again, thank you so much for the advices. So oh, and another thing I also saw on Instagram was this beautiful tomato. I'm still not sure who is the designer, but I'm gonna put a photo here. It really looks cool. And it has like a little sections. I'm not sure how you would put it all together, but I thought it was a really nice idea how to finish some of your works. And one more thing I noticed actually early this morning was Kathy from Hands On Design. She just put a video of the goose on the loose, which I explained a little bit on my last video that I'm really in love with this design, but today she showed it on orange fabric and it looks amazing. If I was really interested, now I'm completely interested in this design. I really like the idea to stitch it on the orange fabric, and it really looks now even more like a carrot. So anyway, loved it. And that is a little bit of what I've been seeing, and I'm just having in plans to just participate in a sale in Spain, which we're gonna stitch a little part of a sale that it was a sale a long time ago from Doreen Jones. It was the garden, but this designer Merce from Spain, she's just asking us to stitch a little part of this whole design and converted it into like a scissors fobs or something that is really small. So this is something that I'm gonna do. It's gonna be a tiny little thing. So I thought it was very easy, very simple. So I'm gonna participate on that as well. I think we have 3 weeks for this one. So so yes, I think up to here will be everything that I can share for now. So thank you again for spending some time with me. I hope you can stitch and of course enjoy every stitch that you are working on. And I hope to see you next time in 2 weeks. And until then, please take care. Bye.